What do Art the Clown, Jason Voorhees, and Santa Claus have in common? Keep listening to find out. Poltergeist in the TV, and pick up the black phone because the grabber is calling. All on this Wednesday, the day after Halloween edition of Spill the Guts.
I like it spooky.
Hello and welcome. My name is Clint, and I am one half of the I Like It Spooky Horror podcast, which is the perfect destination for your ears if you have the day after Halloween blues like me, because it is always spooky around here. And let's get to some examples of why, as it is Wednesday, November 1st, and this just in. All stories today come from Bloody Disgusting, and first up centers around Terrifier director Damien Leone and how he is the link between Art the Clown, Jason Voorhees, and Santa Claus. As reported by Bloody Disgusting and here on an earlier edition of Spill the Guts, today, Wednesday, November 1st, Terrifier 2 is returning to select theaters. Get your tickets at terrifier2themovie.com. And will include a 2+ minute teaser trailer of the highly anticipated Terrifier 3. Since that initial announcement, an image of the limited poster for Terrifier 3 that will be available to the first 100 people at each theater leaked, and it has been confirmed that the film will be a, quote, Christmas movie. However, we still don't know if Art will disembowel Santa or not. So you may be asking yourself, how does Jason Voorhees play into all of this? Well, on a more recent article from Bloody Disgusting, Damien Leone stated that he wants to take a stab at a Friday the 13th reboot film. Quote, Jason was always my favorite slasher since I was a little kid, and I think that there's a way to, my approach would be to keep it in the 80s, honestly. I would have it take place in the early 80s. I would try and make him as scary as possible because I feel like that's something they kind of lost as the movies went along. You just start getting too comfortable with these villains, and you need to be scared of them again. Believe it or not, I've gotten to talk to some of the people who are execs who are in charge of that franchise. I think I'm still a little too obscure on that Hollywood list of people that they would approach to direct that film. As of now, after years of legal battles over rights issues between Friday director Sean Cunningham and writer Victor Miller, the only project in the works is the upcoming prequel TV series to be aired on Peacock by A24 and Brian Fuller titled Crystal Lake. But who knows? We got Freddy vs. Jason. Maybe we could get Art vs. Jason someday. Next up is a report that Carol Ann isn't the only thing in the TV.
They're here.
We are nearly 10 years removed from the most recent installment in the Poltergeist franchise with the remake released back in 2015. That film failed to make a splash of any kind, coming along in the wake of 2 sequels and a TV series, Poltergeist: The Legacy, which ran from 1996 to 1999. The series told the story of members of a secret society known as The Legacy and their efforts to protect humankind from occult dangers. So, what's going on with the franchise?
Let's talk about it.
Amazon, you may recall, recently acquired MGM, and it looks like Amazon is soon bringing the classic horror franchise back to life as a new Poltergeist television series is in early development at Amazon and MGM Studios, according to a report from Variety. And it is that time once again to pause for station identification to hear from a group who you probably won't see on TV. Most of them have faces for radio. Our podcast network, the PFPN.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
Last story of the day is a continuing follow-up report about the future of the Black Phone Part 2. After the success of the first film last year that brought in $161 million worldwide at the box office off an $18 million budget, it seems that the concept conceived by Joe Hill, whose short story the film was based on, for a sequel will come to light as the project has gone from an idea to a teaser comment and now has a Universal and Blumhouse official release date set for June 27th of 2025. As whenever I report anything about the Black Phone, I urge you to scroll back through the I Like It Spooky Horror podcast episode list to give our discussion about the Black Phone a listen, as it remains one of my favorite recordings since joining the show.
Hello?
Don't hang up.
And that's a wrap on your Wednesday news. I hope everyone had a horrific Halloween yesterday. It snowed where I am while I was trick-or-treating. Yeah, good times. Although it is sad that Halloween is over, the silver lining is that it's a brand new month, and in addition to the new holiday slasher Thanksgiving releasing later this November, so will more Appendages episodes showcasing free horror movie rundowns on the Craggle and Redbox apps. Tune in tomorrow for the first of 2. More Mishmash episodes reporting on spooky events contained within the state of Michigan with your host, Leah Stalker of Pure Macabre, that kicks off this Saturday. Our brand new subcast, which focuses on indie artists, that will release the third Tuesday of each month. And of course, more news. Next up this coming Friday on another edition of
Spill the Guts.
Hey, what's wrong with you, man? Show some fucking respect for the dead, will ya?